2001 football season. We're happy to have you with us. I'm Knox Wasley along with Phil Lewin. Very happy to bring you KGEM's Game of the Week. Tonight we have in the first game of the 2001 season the Monrovia Wildcats at the Chaffey Tigers. The Graber Field. Bill Graber, I have a lot to say about Bill Graber. Done some interesting research on him. Quite a character. Looking forward to tonight's game.
Yeah, it's going to be a great game. We're excited about it. It's nice to see the 2001 version of the Wildcat. We'll see what they're going to do tonight. We have a young quarterback. We're going to see what he's all about. Davon Bird, right? He's a sophomore.
We have two young quarterbacks. We have young quarterbacks on both teams, two on Monrovia and one for Chaffey. It's going to be young quarterbacks all over the place.
I don't know why we're talking quarterbacks though, because this game's going to be about grinding it out, running. There's no question about it.
Two good running backs for Chaffey, two or three good running backs for Monrovia. This game's going to be won by the backs and the lines and the quarterbacks. Whoever steps up, that's going to be a big edge for that team. But it's very young quarterbacks, very experienced on the rest of the team.
Should be a great game.
Very good game. One good thing about the first game of the year, the field's in wonderful shape. It's just gorgeous. I understand Monrovia's having some problems, and next week I have the feeling the game with West Covina, which was to be a home game, is now going to be at West Covina. The field is not ready. All kinds of things got in the way. Bad things happen, and I guess they have supposed to have half the field. Here we go. We're about ready to get started.
About ready to go, okay.
Monrovia coming off a 6-3-2 season with 2-1-2 in league. That's right, two ties. Those last four games last year were something to behold. Coach Steve Garrison in his ninth year has a 65-24-6 record. And head coaches for Chaffey, co-head coaches this year, longtime friends and have coached together, Chris Brown and Bart Goldstein. Chaffey last year had a 3-7 record. 2-3 in conference, almost made the CIF plans, but not quite.
Tonight, honor two of Chaffey, important Chaffey people that have passed on very recently. Tony Zenz and Ernie Payne. Tony Zenz
Chaffey set up for the return, and looks like Monrovia's going to start a little bunch attack. We'll see if there's any wrinkles tonight.
Luis Martinez will be doing all the kicking for the new uniform Monrovia Wildcats. The Michigan State look, as we were saying before the game. There will be no north-south running tonight, folks. This is an east-west field with a strong west wind, so he's kicking off with the wind, and if the wind kicks up, this ball could go into the gymnasium. With the kicker they had a couple of years ago at Monrovia, he could have.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Michael Scott could boom the ball.
A couple others, too.
Yeah. Seth Lewis, exactly. Jones
takes it about the 15-yard line.
Well covered.
He'd bent danced around a bit. That's only because he had nowhere to run. Good coverage, kept their lanes. Good job on the opening kickoff by Monrovia.
Looked like Chaffey was setting up for a middle return, but they just couldn't get it going.
They had two all-league players last year for Chaffey, and they're both running backs, Nieta and Josh Jones, who just carried the ball. We just received that.
Sophomore Matt Freeman at quarterback for the Tigers tonight.
As the man said, number 2, Matt Freeman in the shotgun. First play. Crossing pattern. Good tip by number 14 for Monrovia.
Oh, that was a bit of a wrinkle.
Is that 4? Probably 4, Adam Gabriel.
Yeah, that was a bit of a wrinkle. It looked like they had a spread offense there, and quarterback was in a shotgun. They had no tight end, and Monrovia is expecting them to pound the ball. So
that's right. And Bart Goldstein is the offensive coordinator of the two head coaches. Starts off in shotgun on a post pattern. Good job by the outstanding inside backer. In a 4-3 this year, something different from Monrovia. 4-3, cover 2.
Well defended.
I think we have a face mask coming in at the end. Trevon Moore made the tackle. The pass was to Kevin Livermore, running a short out pattern, caught it, tackled. I believe it's going to be a face mask.
Chaffey's running that trips formation to the wide side of the field. That's the second time they've done that. And it looks like they're trying to flood the zone over there and try and clear out with the outside receivers and hit the inside receiver on a little out pass.
Trying to see what their young quarterback can do right away. And he is, by the way, going against the wind. This is a fairly decent wind here. 15-yard penalties for face masks will certainly help the drive. They're up now to the 32-yard line.
30-yard line. Face mask was a call. First down there, Chaffey.
Monrovia has been known for their swarming 4-4 cover one defense, one safety back there. Now they're into more conventional 4-3. Here come the backers. 44 blowing in there. He's wrapped them up, made a pile back there. Lionel Lopez.
Well defended. Well defended. That's the first time that Chaffey's quarterback has been under center, and it's also the first time they've had split backs.
And they came with the inside blitz right away on that. They just ran the inside backer, who at the moment is Lopez, in the middle of the three. And just ran off right guard and just ran right in the backfield and set up. The referee tonight is Tracy McFate. I'll get to the rest of the officials as we move on here. He's coming again on the left side. Swing pass out, complete to number 1. Cisneros, Rene Cisneros, catches the swing, cuts it upfield, short gain. Probably it's going to be probably about 3rd and 8.
We changed up their formation that time with a double wing, 2 wide receivers. That's more of what we expected. But they're definitely testing their quarterback.
They are. Chaffey's a Division II school. 4,000 people in this school. The Mount Baldy League. Upland won the Division II last year. I had the privilege, the honor of doing that game on TV out here. That was fun. Jones broken up by number 21.
That'll bring up a 4th and 8. Defended. That was to all-leaguer Josh Jones, senior running back. Good job on coverage down there. They just tried to circle him out, run him up the gap, up the seam. Good reaction by 21. Well, Monrovia has seen some formations that they weren't prepared for. At least they weren't talking about it before the game. So now there'll be a little defensive adjustments happening on the bench.
10 men on the line, 1 man back. Devon Bird back. Good snap. Short kick. There's a penalty flag thrown. Ball bounces at the 50-yard line, and it will drop back to the 47-yard line of Chaffey. The officials tonight, Jason McFate, head linesman Fernando Hernandez, line judge Jason Hurd, umpires Jesse O'Connor, back judge Vince Flores. There are, by the way, no new rules this year. A little bit more emphasis on a couple of things. Face mask looked like on Chaffey this time. The only thing the referees are emphasizing this year over and above is sportsmanship. Sportsmanship. They're talking to the coaches. They're going to talk to the players. They're not going to brook anything that is not sportsmanlike. The big push on that. Otherwise, very few, if any, rule changes.
Well, there should always be a push on that. That's
exactly.
It's very important for youth athletics to exemplify the character of your community, and no community wants to see a bunch of thugs out on their football field.
First and 10, Monrovia has the ball in outstanding field position. They declined the penalty. Caught the short punt. It's their ball. First and 10, 47, going to the, obviously our left, but that would be to the east. I formation. Tight end right. Inside sweep left. Trevon Moore, that's the old USC sweep. Don't take it outside. Cut it up inside. AC Griebel kick it out in front of you.
Yeah, that was a pitch to the weak side. It looked like their linebackers got over the top.
Second down and 7.
And it's hard when you're the lead fullback. He tried to take him inside, and looked like the tailback saw light inside.
You take them where they want to go.
Exactly.
Good job at the bottom there, 69.
That's a little lead play inside between the tackles. But it looked like the fullback had a tough time trying to find a hole in there.
Exactly. I think there were a lot of arms and legs.
Well defended.
Senior Ricky Miramontes at the bottom of the pile, grabbing legs and holding on. Big Daddy Lipscomb used to say 40, 50 years ago, I grab the ball and peel them off until I get to the ball carrier.
That's it.
Third down, 7 yards to go. straight pro eye, straight drop back, short out pattern, good catch. Good job running after the catch. I think he's pushed it for a first down.
Yeah, he's got the first down. If you look at the linesman, definitely has the first down.
It'll be Christian Campbell on the reception. Good catch, good pass, good protection, and a real nice job making the effort for the first down.
That was well thrown. He definitely had pressure.
You can see it there. He's fighting. There's the first down.
Yeah, well thrown, well fought after the catch. Excellent job.
There's that power.
There we go.
Good job by number 86, Jason Gutierrez, who is a senior defensive end, tight end. Good job. He pushed it upfield, cut it inside, and then when he cut back out, he made the tackle. Short gain.
That was well blocked by Adam Gabriel. That's a nice lead block. That's exactly what a fullback needs to do on a pitch. Well
Actually, it was a better gain than that. It was 5 yards, 2nd and 5. As a fullback, you just have to take him wherever they want to let you take him, and the runner just has to recover. Devon Bird under center. Ooh, he threw it low. He let him a bit much. If the ball had been any higher, but intercepted. Either the man was a step slow getting to the middle, or the pass was a bit out in front of him. They're trying for the slant pattern, one step down, slant across the middle. Good job coverage by the defensive back.
That was a bit off by the quarterback, but he kept the ball low, which is what you're taught to do.
Exactly.
Did a good job You did a good job there.
If you make a mistake, make it low.
Exactly. If your guy can't catch it, no one can.
3rd down, 5 yards to go. Number 52, Albert Cruz, leads him out of there, the center. Devon Bird. Long count. Trap up the middle.
Oh, wow.
Good reaction.
21 came in there and just blew that up. All he did is replace the pulling lineman, came right in and blew it up.
As I said, two head coaches. Bart Goldstein takes care of the offense for Chaffey. Chris Brown, the defense. Defense is held. 4th down, 5 yards to go. A.C. Grable is the punter. They're going to try field goal. Where are we at? 50, 40, 37, 47-yard kick. Monrovia's won. They've had kickers a couple of years ago. Seth Lewis. He kicked 47-yarders.
And he's kicking right now at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Excellent.
Glad to hear that. Not a bad kick. No good.
He had the distance.
He had the distance and the height. He just pulled a little bit like my golf shot. Although I wish all my golf shots were that good. That was a good kick. First kick of the year. He didn't kick last year for him, at least on the regular basis. That's tough to get out there the first time, but a good kick.
Boy, you sure do want to see that develop. That's a great weapon to have, a field goal kicker that can kick them from there.
Well, we've had one series each side. First game of the year, I'm Knox Wasley, along with Phil Lewin. Very happy to be with you on KGM. Community meeting at the foothills of Monrovia. We're also thankful to Adelphia Cable for providing all the help and trucks. Tom Reale runs the whole crew here. All high school and junior high, particularly high school kids, doing all the cable pulling and all the film work.
That's just power football right there. Off tackle on the left side.
They have a sizable weight advantage. They could try to take advantage of that.
3 yards in a cloud of dust, as they like to say.
Yeah, the best line ever on that is that leaves a lot of 4th and 1s, Coach. You got to get one of them for 4 yards. 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
Well, this is a team that's not afraid to run it on 4th and 1. We may see a lot of 4th and 1, 4th and 2s tonight, and they'll run it.
Like Temple City.
Absolutely.
Temple City, 30-yard line. They do it. That goes way back. There's a good break. Broken out the left side. That's number 33, Richard Naeta, the other all-leaguer, along with Josh Jones last year. Apparently the way they do it in this league is each team has a certain number of all-leaguers who they can self-designate. I believe that's what I was told. I think that's how it works. Doesn't take away from it. All league is all league, but I think that's how they choose them. Good break off the left side by Naeta. First down.
Well, they're not pulling their linemen. That's just straight lead.
Straight zone blocking. Here comes everybody. Monrovia in a 4-3 defense, and at least 2 of the backers, maybe all 3, were running. We're moving in. Out of that T formation, I don't think they expect Freeman to pass. So when they see that, they're coming.
Absolutely.
The assistant coaches for Monrovia, Steve Collins, offensive coordinator and quarterbacks, Andy Herrera's defensive coordinator, Miguel Gutierrez, Tom Cardiel, Justin Yulee.
That's Justin Ewell.
Ewell, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I even had that written down. Ben Mendoza. And Dominic Angelo. 1st and 10. Jones off the left side, cuts left. About a 20-yard gain.
Jones takes the Tigers into Monrovia territory.
They're picking on that defensive right edge there.
Yep. I agree, Coach.
They're
That's
throwing
exactly
a lot
right.
of bodies there.
First down, Tigers.
The starting lineup on offense for Chaffey: Rene Cisneros, wide receiver Kevin Livermore outside, left tackle Vince Jimenez, inside Joe Mesa, Greg Hardesty, Elias Pinilla, Greg Portas.
Play
Third
action.
leg, knocked
Well
up in
done.
the air by number 40.
Yep, number 40.
Or 40. James Sabeka. Tight end Joe Modaliki. Quarterback Matt Freeman, who's 6 foot, 165 pounds, sophomore. Played with the Frosh last year. Running backs Richard Nayeta and Josh Jones. Jones is 6 feet, 180, but he sort of looks bigger from here. He's listed at 6 foot even, but I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. You never know.
Ball loose.
That was Kenny Lorenzetti getting back there, one of the captains, and stripped the ball. He was the first one to hit him. But the Tigers recovered.
The starting defense for Monrovia, defensive end Seth Perez, tackles Kenny Lorenzetti and Alfred Cruz, defensive end James Sabika, outside backers Adam Gabriel, Michael Aguilar, inside backer Lionel Lopez, cornerbacks Trevon Moore, DeMarcus Bourne, safety Chris Campbell and Trevor Tarrin. Campbell all league from last year. Hot from behind.
Well done.
Ball's loose. Whistle still going. Monrovia has the ball. 1st and 10. Big turnover. That is a strip somehow.
Wildcat football.
I don't know who. I couldn't tell. Maybe we have a replay who made the initial tackle and hung on.
Well, 44, Lionel Lopez was blitzed right over the center's gap, was in there, was the first one to hit him, but I don't know whether he stripped him or not. He was definitely the first one making contact.
I don't know either, but a good turnover there for Monrovia. We have 4:30 left.
There he is. Look at that. Oh, he did.
4:30.
Actually, he did strip it.
Very
Excellent job, Lionel.
Good job
Well
in the
done.
replays
Well
also.
done.
Good job, Truck. 4:30 left, first quarter. No score. Monrovia at Chaffey. Power blast off
Running
the right
on the weak
side.
Excellent.
Just run the blast. In football terminology, that's called the eye blast.
That's what it is. Well done. Way to punch it in there. That's a great job. It's a good job by the lineman. Excellent job by the back, keeping his feet turning.
Second man, good.
Off
hold
tackle.
inside.
Good. There's our version of the power.
Yep.
Well done.
That's more the old power handoff, their power hand.
Absolutely.
Not the blast, exactly. Starting offense for Monrovia, Matt Binford, wide receiver, Chris Campbell, along with Chris Campbell. Left tackle, Albert Martinez.
There goes AC. That's well done. Well done. Way to pick up your blockers.
Guard
and
Seth
get
Perez, center Alfred Cruz. Right guard John Henley. Tackle Matt McCauley. Tight end Jamie Sabika. Quarterback Devon Bird, 6'1", 175-pound sophomore, like both teams. Running back Adam Gabriel, 5'11", 230, and AC Grable, 6'2", 233, returning all-leaguer, as was Seth Perez, the left guard. AC Grable, big man.
Tight end right, slot receivers to the left. Running the strong lead again. Not as much success to the right side.
Not success. I'm not sure that Monrovia has their trademark this year of just the blinding speed.
Yeah, we haven't seen it yet.
We haven't seen it yet.
I'm sure it's there, though.
They haven't. Maybe not as abundantly as they've had in the past. AC, as good as he is not a speedy man. It's just the way it is. But he's a fine running back, and they'll help a lot. If they get some speed to get things broken outside, they'll help even more.
Oh,
the
there
famous
we go.
honor about 11 people on the punt.
There we go.
There's number one.
No, it's the first game blues.
Hey, yeah. I've seen some schools battle that the 9th game. Too long, too much.
Well, it's an excellent job by Spica just to get out there and get it covered. Chances are, usually the guy that's running out there isn't the guy that's supposed to be out there.
Everybody points at him. Well,
Right.
it's like a cornerback or defensive back. They chase the guy into the end zone. Everybody gets mad at them because everybody can see they made the mistake.
Exactly.
It may be somebody else.
Right.
It's often somebody else who's sitting over here with his hand in the bucket.
Exactly. Chances are it's a senior leader running out there.
And by the way, if you have somebody injured on a specialty team, there's hell to pay in the sideline. You have no idea who belongs in there.
Absolutely. That was well punted under pressure.
Good.
He got a lot of pressure there. Put it inside the 15-yard line.
Very
Looks
nice
like it'll
job.
be spotted at the 13.
Good pressure by Mario Cortez for Chaffey. Pushed the blocker back into it, almost messed up the kick. We have 2:01 left in the first quarter here at Bill Graber Field in Ontario, California. This is Knox Wasley along with Phil Lewin. Very happy to be bringing you the first game of the year. No score yet. Just move it up and down the field. I've just been joined by a third person, Phil Lujan. The three of us will do. We'll ease Phil Lewin out and bring Phil Lujan in.
Yeah, excellent.
First game blues for all of us. Quick look left. He's got Josh Jones and some air out there. As I've heard some big-time coaches say, my job as a coach is to get the ball to my good athletes in space.
Yep.
And that's what he did right there.
And the reason why you put people in motion is to get them away from locked-up coverage.
Yep.
So if Monrovia is spread out and maybe in a cover one in a man-to-man defense,
and I think,
you put them in motion, that way you can free up your man.
And I think we had a nice legal pick, and the reason it's legal is he didn't call it.
Right. But, yeah, blocking downfield while the ball's in the air is illegal.
Yeah. They had Flood over here, caught by number 1. Good play by Grable, although he got a face mask too.
Yeah.
That was Rene Cisneros, caught it. AC Grable spun him around, didn't let go fast enough. I'm sure that's going to be
Adam Gabriel did a nice job of getting right to him.
Oh, very much. Very good job.
Really nice job. And, sometimes those face masks are inadvertent. You can't fault a kid for doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Did a nice job of closing on the football. And
I couldn't tell by the replay, but I think he released it. I'm not sure he stayed on with it.
No, he did release it.
There's no question.
That's just unfortunate. That's all.
There's no question it's a penalty.
Right.
Although 15 yards, that's tough.
Yeah, those are tough. Those are tough. They're just running the mirror play to the other side.
Okay.
Well.
We got everybody in tight. We have
an unbalanced line.
We got an unbalanced left. Tight formation. Here comes every backer except you and me. Oh, they're backing off.
And they're going to throw it. It's a bunch formation. In and out of his hands.
Number 81, he hung that up. Freeman trying for a corner pattern off everybody tight and trying to run your guy in a corner. He was out there. That would be number 81.
Matt Binford did a nice job in coverage there.
It was Ronald Peters on the reception.
And Matt Binford in coverage did a nice job.
I think he wanted to fair catch that. It was a good pass. I'm not criticizing it, but the ball was up in the air. You're taught as the quarterback on those longer ones, lay it out and let your receiver go into it. Here you go. See, everybody's tight. Two of them go down and break left. Throws it up in the air. It's right there.
Right. Matt does a nice job when he's bringing the ball down. He makes the hit and pops the ball loose. Well done by Matt.
1:19 left first quarter. Again,
it's
triple
all
I,
tight now.
The old Maryland I, triple I. Third man gets it. That's a true eye blast. First down. Good job moving the pile. Good job, good job of running. Kept the legs going. Carried 3 or 4 Monrovia people with him. That would be number 33.
That the linemen get foot to foot right there.
Yeah, Richard Nieta. They got that triple I. That's what Tommy Nugent started the first I formation back in Maryland, early 60s.
And if you see the linemen here, they're all foot to foot, and you're going to pull two of the backside linemen and lead two guys through. You have four guys running through the hole, and all you're trying to do is get as many bodies through the hole as possible. Let your running back sit in behind and find the gap. That's all you got to do.
It's the Bloomington offense in the line, the foot to foot without the wingbacks.
Right. Right, the Bloomington offense, the Lusinger offense, the Bassett offense.
Which is Don Markham.
Right, exactly.
He had that wonderful run out there. He's at Lusinger now. And they call Bloomington. Everybody around here calls Bloomington offense. But the linemen are foot to foot. He ran a double wing, not a full I.
Right, and it's also referred to as the slam offense.
Okay. And they have some clever names for the fullback, too.
Right.
at least a double wing formation. And the I formation is a different twist on it, but the foot-to-foot in the lineman, interesting way to line up, get everybody tight. There's no gaps. That doesn't allow Monrovia to shoot the gaps like they've been trying to. Monrovia is famous for blitzing linebackers on the 4-4 last year. On the 4-3, they're still bringing everybody they can find. So there's people coming. I think they tried to cut that down with this foot-to-foot and run two lead blockers and let them pick a hole.
Right. Now, actually, you got two lead blockers, and you've got two blockers from the backside pulling in. So you actually have four blockers at the point of attack. That makes it real difficult. Makes it very difficult. You can't blitz your linebackers in this situation. You have to have them scrape. And your outside guys need to crash. They need to pile up as many blockers as they can at the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage, and not let them get ahead of steam.
It's interesting they didn't start the game with this. They waited until most of the way through the first quarter.
Right. And this is definitely what Monrovia had prepared for.
Okay, they've got double wideouts to the short side. A lot of room out. Here goes one that's even now. He's going to the wide side. They're going sweep left, sweep wide side. Jones has room, first down and room. He's fast, but good play over there by, is that 20?
Number 20, it looks like.
That would be.
And he did a nice job, Trayvon Tarrant.
Exactly.
Trevor Tarrant.
Good job forcing him out of bounds. I think it surprised Jones and he got pushed out.
Yeah. Trevor got a good angle right there.
What they did is they lined up power to the short side, put a man in motion as essentially a lead blocker to the wide side, and just pitched to their best back and said, here, you got all the room in the world, run left. And Monrovia didn't react fast enough. They've been brought inside by the last few plays and the field position. 25 seconds left, first quarter, still no score. Chaffey moving the ball to the west.
Well done, Kenny Lorenzetti.
Kenny Lorenzetti. Nice job, Kenny.
Nice penetration. Excellent job.
Understand he's had some physical problems the first couple of weeks in preseason.
He looks pretty good now.
But he sort of looked good on that play. That's a +1.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. When you're a senior captain, that's what you need to do. Senior captains must lead by example.
That's right.
And that tackle for loss takes us to the quarter.
That is the end of the first quarter. This is Knox Wasler along with Phil Lujan. And very happy to be with you on KJM's first Monrovia High School football game of the week. We've been doing this 3 or 4 years now, at least that I've been able to, and I thoroughly enjoy it. We're looking forward to it. My wife thinks I'm crazy, but hey, that's probably okay. The field's in great shape. Nothing's torn up here. A lot of preparation. We're having a lot of fun. The kids are doing a real good job with all the technical work. The high school kids do all the technical work. We just get the fun part. We get to talk. And it's a great time. Phil, any thoughts on the first quarter?
It was interesting to see that Chaffey came out they came out with a spread offense, tried to throw the ball a little bit, tried to open things up a bit. I'm maybe trying to take advantage of Monrovia's preparation for the slam, but looks like they're back to their bread and butter now. We know they want to pound the ball inside. We know they want to do that. So it's up to Monrovia to make sure we can make the adjustments.
And so does Monrovia.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Monrovia is definitely taking it to them, and so far we've seen nothing but AC Grable left and AC Grable
exactly right. I hope he's in shape. The fourth quarter will be interesting when they get there. Who the fourth quarter belongs to is going to be a big key to this. Depth is going to be an issue. Quick drop by Freeman.
And that's a little quick tight end dump.
Yep.
Little quick dump to the tight end, but well covered. Well covered by Lionel Lopez, the linebacker.
Good job by the tight end cutting down the seam, but it was well set up play. They put their big back Jones in motion left, and Freeman took a couple steps and looked at him, tried to pull the people out, and then hit the tight end on the dump seam.
Right. Well, what you're trying to do by doing that is trying to pull the corner off the tight end and make sure that the linebacker now has to cover a tight end. And that was an excellent job by Lionel to do that. It's not easy to cover tight ends in high school.
No.
Not by linebackers.
Anyway. They're getting so much bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
They used to be blockers. Now they're tight ends in a unique position. Timeout is called.
Timeout called by Chaffey.
Yeah, they're short of body out there.
Yep. You got to play with at least 11. That really is one of the keys of this game.
With timeout, we'd like to remind you that
Makes it awful difficult. Monrovia's numbers are down from years past, and so conditioning is going to play a very important role in the game tonight, especially with this running attack from Chaffey.
Both ways, offense and defense, because it takes a lot of it when you're running too. Monrovia lost 9 people, graduated last year. In particular, Kenny Wallach, David Jones, and several other. Kenny Wallach's up at UC Davis. Jones is at PCC. I understand they're going to make him a middle backer there.
Yeah, that's Ken Wallach. Ken Wallach.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Ken
Ken.
Wallach. They also lost from last couple of years. Ty French, Jason Brockman, Jeremy McCarthy, Fabian Huerta, Martin Gomez, Chris Johnson. Numbers are down this year. It's a small squad.
Here's I-backs.
Third down, 12 yards to go. Good pressure.
And we got him.
He's got him. Was that Kenny?
Well done.
Albert Cruz.
Yeah, both tackles, Albert Cruz and Kenny Lorenzetti, were in that.
Good job of standing up the blockers all along the line.
Tackles did a nice job there.
And let's give credit to the secondary. Secondary sacks are part of this. They were standing up, which makes it hard to see for a quarterback who's not that tall. And when the people aren't open, he's got to hold it a minute. And by then, the defense was there.
Well, Lionel Lopez has so far been very active in this first half. He was stepped up from his middle linebacker position and made their guard come off of Kenny Lorenzetti, and that helped free things up.
It's 4th and 20. They're going for it.
There's the fade route.
He's there. He gets...
Well done. Well defended.
Well defended.
Well defended. DeMarcus Bourne.
Aim for Rene Cisneros.
And DeMarcus Bourne did a nice job.
A straight out pattern. Excuse me, straight up pattern. Good defensive coverage. That's basically, that was in the 36-yard line. 4th and 20.
Matt Freeman, their quarterback,
turn the ball over there.
Did a poor job of throwing that football. That football needs to be thrown to the outside shoulder, not the inside shoulder. He's very lucky it wasn't intercepted.
Take over on the 36-yard line.
He got it up and down there. It just, when you're running the sidelines, it's hard to train yourself to throw to the outside when you're right next to the sidelines. There's not much room. Okay, he fakes, he's got a man downfield. Good catch, runs out of bounds.
Well done.
Well done. Number 40 on a crossing pattern all the way across the field.
Actually, that's the tight end route. The tight end fakes like he's blocking. He's here on the strong side. He fakes like he's blocking, and they show the lead play. This is a play-action pass. It's a pass that looks like a run. You'll watch the tight end on the line of scrimmage. He'll slip his block. He'll come out and run a corner route. Now he's open, makes the catch, stays in bounds. Excellent, excellent job.
James Sabicka.
Sophomore. And a tall one at that.
Left side. Good kick out block. Oh, they're going to call him for a clipping.
Oh, that's a poor call. That's an excellent block by number 4. The defensive end has turned his back at the last second.
I thought the man turned his back. That's the call. Here we go.
Yep. Those things happen. Weak side pitch. It was set up properly and well blocked. Well blocked on the inside.
That's an awful tough block when you're blocking in space.
The
guy was trying to back up, and it looked from here like he turned on his zone before he got blocked.
There would be no reason for him to face the outside when the ball carrier is coming up inside. He was obviously turning his back to the blocker, and that should be recognized by the linesman. It's a shame that it wasn't.
However, it is a 15-yard penalty. It will be now about 1st and 25. Monrovia with the ball, no score. 10:51 to go, second quarter at Chaffey with the Chaffey Tigers to Monrovia Wildcats at Bill Graber Field.
Bird, the quarterback, back to pass.
Straight drop back, looks like screen. Good looking screen. They got him set up.
A lot of bodies out there.
Gabriel.
Well done.
He gained about 21 or 22 of it.
Excellent job.
Well, very well called and well set up. There was nobody out there in the midst of it. There was nobody from Chaffey in the area.
That'll
they
be
were downfield, but they weren't in the area.
Yep. And that sets up a 2nd down and 7. Really, really well done. The lineman did a nice job of getting out.
7 yards to go.
They did a real nice job of slipping. You'll see him here. The linemen set up, and they let their guys slide through. There's a lot of pressure, but the linemen are all downfield. They're set up. They make an excellent block. Really, really well done. Number 52 was leading the way out there, and that's the junior, Albert Cruz.
18-yard gain, second and 7.
Looks downfield, throws, it's
Incomplete.
Ball was intended for
A little bit
number
low.
2.
Man was there, but the pass was a
Either
bit low.
ball, and it's incomplete.
That was great protection. Wildcats did a nice job of picking everybody up that time. Adam Gabriel had his head on a swivel and picked up that outside rusher. Did a really nice job there. We got a chance to walk the field before the game, and the field looks like it's in pretty good shape, albeit it's a little long. The field's a little long, but
9:49 remaining in the second quarter.
that would have been a great catch.
It sure beats those skin fields.
Absolutely. Here comes the blitz.
Quick out pattern.
Throws out to the
And it's just a little tall.
north side.
Good coverage by number 1.
Receiver, it's incomplete. The hips of the Tigers.
Mr. Nace Cisneros on defense. He had good inside-out coverage. It was got to be a perfect pass to be complete.
Well, you have a couple of sophomore quarterbacks going at each other tonight. You're going to see defenses throw the blitz at them in obvious passing situations. You have to pressure the sophomores.
See if they can play some field position here. A.C. Grable will be kicking.
And so far, Devon's done a nice job of handling the blitz, handling the pressure, and releasing the football. He's done a nice job. He's had a couple of errant passes, but other than that,
Strange
well
looking
done.
kick. It gets out of there, out of the 29-yard line.
A lot of pressure on the punt team.
That was a good job by the Chaffey defense. They forced him into it.
Just shy of the 30 for the Tigers.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure. That's awful difficult to punt when you've got people right at you.
Yep, that's what you have to do. And when you have a sophomore quarterback or anybody who's an inexperienced team, you make the plays on the special teams. That makes such a huge difference on any team.
Right.
Right now they're playing what they call the alumni zone between the 20s. Just impressing the alumni. Everybody starts feeling good, but no scores yet.
Tigers up over the ball.
Monrovia missed a long field goal.
We got that spread offense again.
Matt Freeman hands off on a reverse to Cisneros.
Good job spreading out.
Cisneros corralled by the Wildcats.
Penalty coming in away from the back here.
That could have been another face mask.
Trevor Terran was the
Could be.
tackler.
Unless they call holding it, but probably you're right. Jason McFate, the referee.
And it's a face mask.
Face mask
On
again.
Monrovia, face mask.
That's a nice job of the defense stringing that out. You
Oh,
see them
wonderful.
string that out. That's an excellent job. It's exactly the way you want to play that.
Kept the leverage, kept it out.
No, we haven't seen the blinding speed on Monrovia's offense yet, but our defense has really shown a lot of speed, especially lateral speed. And that's very important, especially in the linebacker position, that you can play from sideline to sideline.
First down for Chaffey on their own 46. Has the ball off to Nieva.
Nada gains about 2 off the right side.
Number 77, Lauren Zetti.
Monrovia's had a great run with Steve Garrison at the helm for about the last 9 years. They went in the playoffs several years. They got to the beat 3 years in a row in the Division 10 finals. Last year they got into the playoffs and got whipped by Santanez. Did that game about 38-7 or something like that. Santanez was loaded.
Coach was also named Star News Coach of the Decade, so
yes,
he's had a very good...
Everybody, oh yes, and would deserve it.
Most definitely.
He had a great run in the 90s, 2000. All three backfield men moved at the same time. So
that's illegal.
Every once in a while, the center gets it wrong. Sometimes everybody's right but the center. Sometimes everybody's wrong but the center. Marching 5 yards back against them. It'll be second down now and about 13.
Yeah, that's legal in arena football, but you can't do that out here.
Yep.
I think that's legal north of the border as well. You can do that in Canada, but
yeah. One interesting thing about Monrovia, they've been to the CIF finals 7 times in their history, long history. Lost all 7.
We're getting some penetration on the weak side with this slam, and the slam gives you that weak side penetration, but the cats that come in on the weak side need to flatten out, get down the line of scrimmage, and chase the ball. They're getting a little too much depth, and that's hurting them. It's real tough. It's real tough to defend the slam. You need to counter.
I'm not sure they were ready for it. I'm not sure they knew that's what they were going to do.
Right.
Because they have Goldstein's new offensive coach this year. He's coached with them before.
And Freeman throwing deep.
Oh, just off his fingertips.
And almost intercepted by number 20, Tarrant.
Trevor Tarrant does a nice job staying back there and playing the deep third.
Good read, but playing center field, you got to catch that. He read that well, kept the leverage, missed the ball.
Well, that brings up a 4th and 7, and Chaffey brings their punting team on. So this will be Chaffey's first punt tonight. It'll also be the Wildcats' first punt return. And our quarterback is returning the football, so gives you an idea of what kind of athlete Devon Bird is. Sophomore, great athlete.
High snap. Trainer gets it off.
Off his fingertips.
This is big trouble for Monrovia. No, you cannot advance a fumble. You cannot advance a muff. That's called a muff. That's not a fumble. There's a distinct difference in football.
Absolutely.
If you touch the ball and do not have possession of it, it's a muff. You cannot advance that. If you catch it and fumble it, it can be carried further.
More concerned about Devon Bird's health. He comes off the field limping pretty badly. Looks like he's being tended to by trainers.
Yeah, he's not happy right now. Number 7, James Kreiner. If that was number 7.
Time's out taken by the Tigers.
We'll get an idea of what they're working on here. It looks like his ankle, and that's not a good sign for the Wildcats.
I believe it was Sam Alvarado who was doing the kicking, 37.
And Kenny Perry's on the sideline right now taking snaps. So
Kenny Perry, that was a JV quarterback last year, I believe.
I believe so.
And they were 9-0, and the Frost are about 9-1. They lost to La Cañada. And Monrovia Frost only lost one or maybe no games at all. So they had 2 successful programs. Both quarterbacks are being asked to run the varsity this year, and we may see them here. 7:34 left in the second quarter. No score. A couple of things I found out about Chaffey High School. Had a couple of contacts in the area and checked some things. Obviously, the most famous person out of Chaffey High School is Anthony Munoz, Pro Football Hall of Fame, USC graduated here in 1978.
And Anthony Munoz was such an incredible Tiger. Not only was he a football player, but he was also one of the best baseball players in the Inland Valley. I mean, incredible. He was a third baseman. Third baseman. Excellent. I believe he pitched a little bit, too. Just an incredible athlete.
I think I've heard about the pitch. Okay, 1st and 10.
Joy Martin.
About the 8-yard line.
And the ball handed off to Josh Jones.
Jones gains 2 or 3 or 4, still going.
Brought down by number 45, Gary.
Gary on the tackle.
Indians is on the pep squad along with Sandy Renison.
Gained 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
They just ran a straight lead there. They had a bit of an overload over there. They had a tight end and a wingback, but boy, they just ran straight at it with a straight lead.
And the coaching advisor for 13 years, Patty Golino. That's the 2001-2002 varsity pep squad.
Same play.
I think it's number 4 from behind.
Same play, running right at it.
4, Adam Gabriel.
Excellent job, Adam.
He had a fine sophomore year last year, linebacker. Played some running back also. They're going to ask him to start and play both ways with this leaner squad this year for Monrovia.
Well, he's done a fine job at fullback tonight. He's done a nice job protecting his quarterback in coverage, and he's done a really good job in lead blocking.
3rd down, 5 yards to go. Big play for Monrovia right here after the big turnover.
They run the slam.
Nayetta gets some yardage.
Down close to the goal line.
That brings up a 4th down in inches.
Not much. 4th and
yeah,
4th
fourth
and
and inches. Maybe 6 inches. Maybe.
We're probably going to see Jones, or there could be Nayetta. Okay, everybody in the world's packed in there.
No, they're going to run the same play. They're going to run that slam.
It's 4th down. It is 4th down.
Tigers up over the ball, 4th down.
There it is.
Hand it off to Nayetta. Touchdown.
Nayetta, touchdown.
Tigers.
With 5:46 left in the first half, Chaffey Tigers get on the board with about a 6-inch run or so by Richard Nayetta.
Yeah, turnovers are costly, and usually in the first game, the team that turns the ball over more is going to lose the football game. So we need to get that one back.
You got to win the kicking game. You got to win the special teams thing. It's a big turnover. Alvarado. Although that's number 7. I was told Alvarado was the kicker, but number 7 is Kreiner. I apologize to the other one.
That was Kreiner kicking, number 7.
There you go.
The press box, and that, by the way, is the mayor of Ontario, Mr. Ovitt, and he is one of the 2 announcers, so they say it's Kreiner. I'm going to have to go with Kreiner, but I thought it was going to be Alvarado.
Well, good news, Devon Bird looks like his ankle's wrapped, and he's going to remain in the game, it looks like, although he's being replaced on kickoff return.
Deep to receive for the Wildcats, number 21, Christian Campbell.
Ivan Hall is back deep to return, as is Christian Campbell.
I've never expected Ivan Hall to do a lot of the returns this year. We'll go with Kreiner. Good kick. Excellent kick. Into the end zone. First class kick. That hit right at the end zone, went right in.
Yeah.
That's a good kick.
Yeah, that was well kicked, and only had marginal aid from the wind. The wind's died down a bit.
Yeah, Anthony Munoz is well known around here, of course, and with USC, great tackle. He may be in the College Hall of Fame. I know he's in the pro, played for Cincinnati. Back there, great pro career. Recently named a park for him near here.
Well
done by Grable.
Nice job getting off the football.
Now they can get some splits, spread the line out a bit, cuts up inside. We'll see if Monrovia can get the ball moving again.
Left side of the Wildcat offensive line, number 69 and 57,
Ricky
Matt
Miramati.
McCauley.
Oh, okay, excuse me. One side.
Yeah, they did a really nice job getting off the football and making a hole.
Okay, straight pro eye. Weak side pitch. Grable's got room. He's got air in front of him. He's got a blocker. Good block.
Excellent job.
Excellent job
Nice
on the block.
blocking downfield.
Nice tackle by Cisneros. Excellent game. That was a pro left, pro-eye left, as they say. The tight end was to the left. They ran to just a sweep to the right. Grable and the fullback in front of him. Headed to they were out in the middle of the field, so it wasn't really short side, just weak side. A lot of room. Good game.
Big Albert Martinez does a nice job getting his mitts on that guy and keeping him right on the line of scrimmage. He lets him go a little early, but AC Grable just showed off a little speed getting around that corner.
That was more speed than Grable's shown so far. He's not a slow man. He's just not the Monrovia speedsters who have gotten used to.
He's a load, though.
Yeah.
He's a big kid. We got him listed at 6'2", 233, and that's not small. That's a nice run. Way to finish the run. You know a back has finished the run well when he ends up on his stomach. That's a nice job finishing forward.
A couple of other people from here at Chaffey, a little bit of background on the place. They've been in the playoffs 5 of the last 8 years. Last year they just missed. 1994 they lost the Division 6 finals to Altaloma. In 1979 they lost in the finals. 1950 was one of their great teams. They lost to Compton in the finals. Trunk Lindsay was the coach. I got a bunch of good names here way back. Gordon Goldsberry graduated from here, played 3 years of pro baseball. Longtime scout Don Vick, great shot putter. Hal Reniff, pitcher for the Yankees in the 60s. They had 3 straight CIF baseball championships. Joe Wamba, the great cop, police rider, Chaffey High School.
The Onion Field.
Exactly right. Had a great run of books there.
Absolutely.
And movies.
Coach Garrison has to be very happy with his running attack. Linemen are doing a nice job blocking.
Ball was down.
I've been very impressed with the tight end. James Spicka, the sophomore, just did a nice job of blocking. That was an excellent block that time, turning the defensive end out and staying on him.
The sweep that Monrovia is doing is called a short sweep because it's not trying to go wide. It's trying to get out and have your fullback kick out the end who's going to probably box or somehow keep leverage outside and cut inside. It's not meant to go wide. USC made that famous.
Right, absolutely.
It's really an off-tackle power with a lot more air. Good play by number 9 and another one under there. If I get the name.
Down by number 9, Joe Bodoliki.
That was well defended.
Yeah, there's somebody else at the bottom of that pile who I didn't get.
It makes it tough. It makes it tough for the fullback when he gets to the hole and sees 3 guys he has to block.
Yeah.
That makes it very difficult.
That reverse pivot's supposed to freeze somebody. Froze no one that time.
Not that time.
Good job by the defensive line. Number 69, Ricky Maras. 93, Sabedi Pillai. Number 9, Joe Madoliki. And number 86, Jason Gutierrez.
Well, Kenny Perry's doing a nice job at quarterback.
3rd and 8,
doing
3:32 left in the first half. Monrovia trailing 7-0.
Perry back to pass, rolls out. Throws downfield intended
Under
for
pressure.
Receiver number 21.
Yeah, he got a little pressure over here from the weak side.
Good pressure by Joe Bodoliki, excuse me.
For the Tigers, Martin Reed.
Got a little play action. Again, a pass that looks like a run. And
I think he thought he was going to have more room to saunter out there and take a look. But Bodoliki was right on him. He had to hurry the throw. Okay, Monrovia kicking against the wind. This is a fairly strong westerly wind tonight. This is an east-west field.
That's picking up now.
No penalty. Okay.
Wow.
I guess the call is he was blocked into him.
I don't know about that.
Ball is down on the Tigers.
Therefore, no call. Okay.
25-yard line.
Umpire, one of the officials right on top of that, said he did not run into the kicker. He was being blocked low. I guess they felt he pushed into it or just tripped over him.
Well, he definitely has a better angle than we do.
Absolutely. And he has whistles and we don't.
Absolutely.
We have 3:12 left in the first half. Chaffey leading 7-0. Their Division II school, about 4,000 people. Monrovia's Division 10 school with about 1,650 students. Once in a while, those other 2,400 people will catch up with you.
Ball handed off to Josh Jones.
Good job by the right side of the line. Jones weaving his way through. About a 7-8 yard gain.
Number 40 on the stop.
Again, Chaffey's putting a lot of bodies at the point of attack. Trying to run as many people there as possible. Get the back behind him and let him pick a hole. Now, Lionel Lopez needs to gather his troops right now. Looking at a second and a short 2.
Freeman hands off once again to Jones.
First down.
First down.
Brought down by 77 Lauren Zetti. Jones makes enough for a first down for the Tigers.
Well, the Tigers are piling up bodies. There's a lot of bodies after the play that are down on the ground, picking themselves up.
The Chaffey offensive line, tackle to tackle, goes 270, 280, 270, 240, and 285.
They haven't missed too many meals.
Oh, no. And they aren't missing many blocks right here, too. Monrovia is big, as all high schools are anymore, but smaller than that. This is simply a bigger team. I think they outweigh them about 25, 30 pounds on average, and take advantage of that. Monrovia's trying to bring more people. Good crossing pattern, number 19. Couldn't have
number 19, Livermore, incomplete.
Yeah, DeMarcus Bourne gave him some room, but it looked like he was funneling him to his safety.
Yeah,
safety's got to come in there and drop the hammer.
And I think he might have been looking up and, checking through his visor to see where the safety was. That was Kevin Livermore, missed the pass. Sometimes you get those safeties coming, you can see them. You know they're going to be there.
Right.
Tough catch.
Yeah, well.
You got to make them.
Yeah, exactly. You're a senior, and you got to make that catch. And he's not only is he a senior, but he's a captain. Got to make that catch. Well, even the best hear footsteps.
Freeman pitches back to Jones.
Lucky to get that one away.
Oh, shoestring tackle out there.
Good penetration.
Push out of bounds by number 21.
That was a good. Yeah.
Good pass into the baton, it looked like. They juggled it. Good gain out of it.
Well, Christian Campbell literally makes a shoestring tackle out there. Grabs him.
He barely got the ball to him.
Well, Kenny Lorenzetti does a nice job of just blowing up the pulling lineman.
Yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why the quarterback had a tough time with the pitch. His lineman was shoved into him, so it makes it awful tough.
3rd and 5. They're with the wind. 1:28 left in the first half. Chaffey with the ball. Leading 7-0.
Yeah, and they're showing that heavy over to the right. Here comes that quick pass. There we go.
And
that's what we're talking about, dropping the hammer. That's a nice job by
good catch, good
Trevor Tarrant.
That's good football. He really cheated up. I almost thought he was offside. I couldn't tell. He just looked like he was really trying to move as far forward as he could. But there's no flag, so he must not have been. And he got up there, made that quick look-in move, made the catch, kept the ball. They should run out the first half with it. I doubt if they're going to do too much tricking.
Well, when you're in a zone and as a corner, you're taught to funnel those guys inside. And as a safety, you've got to drop the hammer. That's all there is to it.
Freeman.
Nice. Bring him down. Take him down. Excellent job. Well done.
Ball's loose.
It's down. It's down. Seth Perez, another senior captain. Nice job on pressure. Well done.
.25 seconds left. The clock is moving.
That's excellent pressure. The referee had blown the play dead before the fumble, but nice pressure there.
No question. This will be the last play of the first half, if they get it off at all.
Freeman hands off to Josh Jones.
And it looks like Chaffey's willing to go into the locker room with a 7-0 lead.
I think they're happy to take a 7-0 lead now.
Tigers up 7-0.
It's been a lot of between the 20s. Very similar teams. They're both good size, both have good speed, but not outstanding speed. Both have sophomore quarterbacks who have played well. Nothing wrong with the quarterback.
No, it's been a well-played football game. To be honest, one mistake.
One mistake. Right. On the punt, they had the sophomore back there. The ball went off the top of his hand. He might have turned an ankle, but it went on top of his hand. Chaffey discovered about the 10-yard line. But it took them four long plays to punch it in. They did, and that's the game so far. 7-0.
And we've seen some success from the Monrovia running game when the offensive line has done a nice job with pressure and hands and making sure that they maintain pressure. Then they've done really well. So we just need to make sure that we continue that. Once you taste a little bit of success, you need to repeat it.
Welcome back to the second half at Chaffey High School. This is Knox Wise along with Phil Lujan. We have a 7-0 game in favor of Chaffey. Game was played between the 20s, back and forth, and one big mistake on a punt when they took a big bounce, skipped over his head, he touched it, went down to the 10-yard line, recovered by Chaffey, 4th place. We got a 7-0 game.
Yeah, it's really tough to field the ball out here. Remember, we've got a strong wind. And the wind was up there, and just unfortunate that he touched the ball. But those things happen. Now it's a question about bouncing back, making the adjustments, and bouncing back and having a strong second half. We can definitely do it, no question about it.
Also, with the ball shaped that way, it's going to bounce that way every time, too. You never know how it's going to go.
Right, exactly.
Number 7, Sam Alvarado.
Well, now it's their turn to kick into the wind. Let's see if that helps us.
Apparently, we've decided that number 7 is Sam Alvarado, which I kind of suspected. They did the old number switch. The announcers and I were both fooled. Alvarado kicking off for Chaffey, kicking off against the wind, down a bit now. Don't let the ball hit the ground. That's what happens. You never let a kickoff hit the ground unless you just cannot help it.
Number 81.
And that's spotted at the 12-yard line.
You let the ball hit the ground, you never know where it's going to bounce, and even if you get it, so many things can go wrong. Good coverage by Chaffey that way, pinned Monrovia back. Monrovia's hoping to come out with a good start here down their 12-yard line. 1st and 10, second half just underway.
Well, again, I think the wind fooled him. I think the wind held the ball up there, and he was ready for a big booming kick like what happened in the first half.
And it was a good kick, and it would have gone that far, but it kind of got hung up there. That may be it. Okay, we've got doubles, I formation.
It's just a pro set.
Number 5, Kenny Perry, the quarterback for the Wildcats.
And there's our straightaway lead.
Yep.
And that's a 4-yard gain.
Beating the tackles.
Release makes stop for the Tigers.
Yeah, we know we can do that. We just need to keep it up and make sure that our linemen are staying with the pressure. The excellent job by 57 and 66, the left side of the Wildcat line.
Co-head coaches Chris Brown and Bart Goldstein of Chaffey. We'll see what they came up with the second half.
That's Matt McCauley and Stephen Bernard making the blocks on that last play. Excellent job.
53 defense. Grable outside. Good tackle. Good, strong tackle. Really Cisneros, he saw the big man coming at him. He went down. He said, I'm a football player. I got to take that.
That's enough for a first down, though. Enough for a first down. Excellent job blocking downfield by Matt Binford, number 22. Nice blocking.
Good offensive play, good defensive play by Cisneros.
Great job by the fullback, letting him go.
He breaks down and he explodes up. That's a clinic tackle. You get down low and you explode up.
Yep.
Monrovia, 12 rushes for a total of 41 yards. 3 out of 7 passes for 44 yards.
Well, right up the middle, trying to test the middle of the defense.
The quarterback for Monrovia is number 5.
Right, that's Kenny Perry.
Yeah, Kenny Perry.
Right. And Devon Burt is on the sideline trying to keep his ankle warm. He's got the tape off of his ankle. I think Coach just wants to make sure he gets playing time for both quarterbacks. But looks like Devon Bird's healthy. He looks like he's ready to go.
Ken Perry, 6 foot, 160-pound junior. Quarterback JV team last year, Monrovia, to a 9-1 record. Down the middle. That tight end burst off the line.
Well done.
Well done. Was that Sabika? That 40?
That sure is.
He burst off the line. It's the old thing. And he was so fast on the line, like he must be getting the ball. He went down about 12 yards and sat. Turned around like a button hook and just sat there.
Well, he did a nice job of sitting on it.
Yeah,
sitting right in the zone.
Exactly.
And the guy covering him ran right past him.
Yeah.
Nice job. And
a good delivery.
And an excellent job of taking care of the football at the end, because they were trying to strip it.
Good route. Monrovia moving the ball here at the beginning of the second half, moving to the east on this east-west field.
And Kenny Perry was definitely under pressure in that last play.
And
did a nice job getting rid of the football.
Good low, hard throw. There's the blast.
There we go.
Ball's
ball's loose.
On the ground.
And it looks like Chaffey's got it.
Chaffey is all over that.
Oh, that's too bad. Another nice hole.
Number 3,
Josh Jones, number 3, running back, and fine defensive player, too, on that. That ball popped up, and there was nobody but Chaffey around it. You knew that was going to be a turnover in favor of the Tigers. So now it's over to Bart Goldstein and the offensive side of the Chaffey team. And see what his co-head coaches. He was head coach here a few years ago. And then the last couple of years has been away from it. Chris Brown was his assistant for a few years, and he stayed on it. He's been head coach the last 2 years, and they've come back as head coaches now. So see what the Chaffey Tigers can do heading to the West.
Matt Freeman remains a quarterback for Chaffey.
A little early movement on that offensive line, but they got away with it.
Lawrence Eddy on the stop for Monrovia.
Gain of about 2-3.
Well, Kenny Lorenzetti's been awful active on that defensive front. Doing a nice job up there. And I can't say enough about Spica. He's making great plays on the offensive side. Excellent blocker, catching the ball, and defensively doing a nice job of stringing out plays.
Yep.
Back to Josh Jones.
They run away from Spica that time.
Bounds by number 12, Marcus Bourne.
Still 7-0. Second half just underway. 8:40 left, third quarter.
Trying to chase down from the backside. That's not the way you want to defend.
Oh, no.
You want to try and string it out as much as possible.
I had the feeling that play was going to go for even further than it did when it first started off. Here's that triple I.
And that
Shoot-a-sue. Good job running by Nieta to keep his feet. Scrambled forward. Got the first down. He had been real close before with that extra burst. Real low. Crawled along legally. And was able to get another 2-3 yards. Good job running. First down. Move the chains. They're bursting out of there. When they burst out, they're usually in that I formation, three-man I. Got 21 people right in the middle. But they're moving it.
It's a meat grinder in there right now. Yep. There's bodies all over the place. The problem is the bodies are 7 yards down the field.
They get the momentum going, and they outweigh Monrovia by a good amount on average, 20, 30, 40 pounds. And
they're back in that stack I.
They're all packed into one tuna can and just moving down the field. Third man blast every time.
Yep.
Gain of 7 that time. Bourne makes the tackle.
Good football formation, good play calling. It's not anything, it's certainly not anything like a West Coast offense or anything spectacular like that.
No, absolutely.
It's not spread, but it's doing what they have to with their people and against the team they're up against.
Well, and the coach,
the ball.
right, and the coach just brought in another defensive lineman and took out a DB, so.
First down. Yeah, let me point out again the inside of that offensive line for Chaffey. Vince Jimenez, Joe Mesa, Greg Hardesty, Elias Pinilla, Greg Portas.
And this is
tight end Joe Modelica.
And this timeout called by Coach Garrison is, you know, just want to calm your guys down. Although they did a nice job the last down, they've given up 3 consecutive 7-yard gains. And so, although they did a nice job on first down and hold them to 3 yards, they want to calm them down, let them get a breather, because it's awful physical down there. When you defend that offense, it's very physical. I mean, there's bodies all over the place. It makes it very hard to find the ball carrier when you've got all those people running at you.
Very confusing, a lot of fog of war stuff, and it's just brutal right underneath. No room for the meek in there. It's just everybody running, grab everything you can. Andy Herrera, the defensive coordinator for Monrovia, trying to get things organized. The other assistants for Chaffey, Jeff Brown, Tom Sharp, Alex Moreno, Victor Solorzano. Again, the referees tonight. Referee Tracy McFay is the referee, assisted by head linesman Fernando Hernandez, line judge Jason Hurd, umpire Jesse O'Connor, back judge Vince Flores. Second down, 7 yards to go. Chaffey with the lead and the ball.
Well, there's no safety. But they're going to run the sweep out here.
He's got him.
Wow. Yeah.
20-yard run. Josh Jones. He
showed some nice speed there. Monrovia was playing without a safety there. Their defense had everyone in the front, and He turned it up, and there's just nobody there.
Basically, 5-5 defense with one person somewhere else, and they just were able to cut it. Once you break the initial gap on that initial front, you're there.
They had 9 men in the front, and they had 2 corners, and that's it.
That's no good. Off to the right. We had on 6 for the Tigers. 13-0. JP with 7:15 to go in the third quarter.
And the extra point fails. There's still lots of time. Lots of time. We've got 19 minutes left in the half. Plenty of time. Monrovia needs to just relax, calm down, gather themselves, and we need to sustain a drive. We need to let the defense rest, sustain a football drive, and chew up the clock. We got lots of time. We don't need a quick strike.
No, you don't. But Chaffey's looking in good shape. They're getting some momentum. They're getting their line kicking out together. That toe-to-toe thing is working. Good for your confidence when you can do it. Running behind there, it's tough work, slug work, but when it's working, it always feels better when you get hurt and gain 7 yards. It's both when you get hurt for no gain. It feels a lot better 7 yards downfield. Nice job on offense by the Tigers. Alvarado kicking off. I think everyone's decided that number 7 is Alvarado. Decent kick, taking it to 10-yard line.
By Bird. Bird's back in the game.
Good coverage.
And brings it out past the 20.
Number 22 and number 21. Cortez and Reese. 13-0. Chaffey. 7:09 left third quarter.
You know, Devon caught it on the far side and tried to bring the return back over here to the near sideline. That's a very difficult.
It's a long way to go.
It's a long way to run. It's a long way to run.
That's 30-yard run for about 5 yards up the field. Kitty Perry, still quarterback. Running the pitch outside. Good job setting up by number 9. Good job stringing by Chaffey.
At the 25-yard line by Jones.
That's a great first down play. Get 5 yards on a first
excellent.
down play. Excellent job. Excellent job.
That's the way to do it.
At the 27.
Old football thing is you get 4, 5, 6 yards that first down, you're in control of
Absolutely.
the series.
Winning first down is critical.
Yeah.
It's critical on offense and it's critical on defense. So win first down is everything in football.
And everybody who likes to say, including me sometimes, about how good it is to pass on first down. Yeah, but if it's incomplete, you got 2nd and 10, and you're behind the 8 ball.
That's right.
You're fighting
and
uphill all the way.
The defense just won.
Yeah, and the defense is way ahead of you.
They're going to pin their ears back, and they're going to blitz, and they're going to show all kinds of stuff because they know that you only have 2 downs to get 10.
Gained about 3. It's going to be about 3rd and 2.
Cortez on the stop for the Tigers.
That's a nice job by Matt McCauley coming off the ball and changing the line of scrimmage. He started out at one spot and finished up 3 yards downfield. It's a great job by Matt McCauley and his guard, Stephen Bernard. And they've shown the way tonight. They've done a nice job. This left side of the Monrovia offensive line has really done a fine job.
Third and a long one.
And we're a little early.
Somebody jumped.
I think our whole team was a little early, and that normally means that the center's a little late. And that's normally what that means.
Easy way to look at it. That way you can get mad at one guy instead of other 10.
Yeah. Well, those things happen.
That's a tough time for it to happen, though.
Yeah, it is a tough time. But
third and 1, you're trying to get a big comeback going.
Back 5 to the 25-yard line. 3rd down and 7.
And that puts Monrovia in a passing situation, which is not what we wanted.
Pro I formation. Bootleg.
There you throw.
Get it upfield.
First down.
Excellent job.
Good call. Well-designed play.
Well
Offensive
designed.
coordinator, Mr. Collins.
And release on the stop to the
Mike
Tigers.
Collins. Coach Collins.
Steve Collins, good job, well-designed play. They ran the wide receiver on this side, the wide out straight downfield. He cleared out, brought a bootleg out there, faked it out there, bootlegged it through to the short man coming underneath, fought for the first down.
Yeah, put the fullback in the flat. It's usually a nice play. What's more impressive is Chaffey only had 3 linemen rushing, so they were sitting back ready for the pass.
Yeah. Trying to go down the middle, big tight end.
And that's
intercepted.
Intercepted.
It was tipped.
Yeah.
People were bumped. I'm not saying that was a penalty, but people were bumped because you do get bumped down there.
Yeah.
Sabika had the ball bounce off his hands. Interception, big interception by Chaffey.
Well, Spick has done a really fine job tonight, and I'm sure that hasn't escaped the notice of the Chaffey coaches. So their coverage on him is going to be awful tight this half.
That was good coverage that time. He had inside coverage and up top. And the man on top caught the rebound. It's the old tip drill. When the ball went up, he was able to go get it. 1st and 10, Chaffey Tigers. 4:48 left, third quarter. They are leading 13-0 from the Division II. Here we go.
Let's go defense.
Pack it in. Pack it in. He's still running. He will be caught.
Boy, he's a bull.
Yes, that is a runner.
He's a bull.
Got a 19-yard run that time. Bourne makes a stop for Monrovia.
Richard Nayetta. You can see why he was All-League last year in the Mount Baldy League. The other teams in the Mount Baldy League: Montclair, Etiwanda, Rancho Cucamonga, Altaloma, and Ontario. Altaloma won the league last year, beat by Upland, won to the playoffs. Upland won it all. Nayetta again, good low center of gravity and keeps the legs moving. Those are strong legs.
Monrovia's defense is doing a fine job of piercing from the outside. They're trying to close off the outside, but now the Chaffey running backs are starting to find the cutback lane.
Yeah.
And a lot of that.
And they're low and hard.
Right. A lot of that comes from over pursuit and too much penetration on the weak side. You've got to be able to break down, cross face your blocker, and get down the line of scrimmage to take away the cutback lane.
Some crossing action in the backfield that time, which they haven't shown a lot of out of the eye. A little misdirection.
Little
counter, good counter. You can only run the eye blast so many times out of the triple eye, out of the full eye.
Well, they've had a lot of success with it, so.
But hey, get a variation off of it.
Right, I think the coach is just tired of calling the same play.
Yeah, exactly. Once all that happens, you just go into the play just because you're tired of that one. Although I don't think the players are tired of it yet.
Are they going to measure this? It looks like they're pretty far away, but it looks like they're going to measure.
3rd and very little.
Well, it is the first game, and the chain crew's got to get broken in as well. So
a bunch of us.
I don't think this is going to be close, but it's nice to get the chain crew out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, looks like a foot, at least.
I don't know.
Pushed down by about 5 inches.
Well, a short foot.
Short foot.
The size of your baby's foot. Your 8-month-old.
My wife's foot.
Yes.
Definitely not my foot.
Oh, no. Mr. Lujan is a very successful, very happy, very proud stay-at-home father right now, with an 8-month-old yesterday, right?
That's right.
And doing just loving it.
Yeah, Gabriel's a big boy. He's a load of fun. He doesn't miss too many meals.
I hope you have a great time.
Oh, I am.
3rd and very short.
3rd, a little bit for the Tigers.
Blast. First down.
Just running right at it.
Yep.
And up for the first and a couple yards.
And that cutback lane is still open. If he hadn't have buried his head, that could have turned into something big for them. Regroup, Monrovia.
The Chaffey offensive line averages, I would say, between 250 and 260. I haven't got all the numbers run here. The Monrovia defensive line averages 206, and that is making a difference.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because right now it's just smash mouth,
and
ugly football.
In some ways, that's Division II versus Division 10.
In many ways.
That's 4,000 versus 1,600.
Yeah, in many ways, that's what it is.
I'm not apologizing or anything. I'm just saying that's what happens when you
exactly.
That's part of it. And they're taking advantage of it. They're bringing everybody they can. Monrovia bringing all the backers. And he found a way around the pile. No place for the timid in the middle of that offensive and defensive line right now. It's one of those games. Some teams you win or lose and you're not very sore. Others you may beat, but you're sore for 3 weeks.
Absolutely.
I'm from the Colorado area, and I know a lot of Colorado players. They said Oklahoma State used to be like that. You could beat them, but you'd hurt for 3 weeks.
Right. Well, I'm from Fresno State, and I'm sure Colorado said that after the Fresno State game.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, well, we said a lot of things after that. Still saying them. But after you beat Oregon State last week, they're saying a lot less.
Yeah, they felt a lot better after that.
He's still moving. Josh Jones, a load inside the 10-yard line.
And again, that's the cutback lane after he finds the hole.
Another way to say the same thing is that they're keeping their legs going downfield.
Absolutely.
They're not going down once they get a couple of yards. They're not just finding a soft spot.
Right.
They're driving and get that extra, and they can pop extra 2, 3, 4 yards. Linemen are keeping contact as well as the running backs. Nyetta and Jones are a nice pair.
And you see it right here. There's a good angle, and you see there's a lane that's back to the inside. He does a nice job looking back inside.
And Joe Modalika is the middleman on that eye. I'm not sure there's a name for the middleman on the eye. I've never heard that, or the full eye like this. You don't see that the complete eye, all three of them.
Right.
As I said, Tommy Nugent did it in Maryland back in the 60s. You very rarely see it anymore. It's been very successful now, but they've got a tight end playing that middle back there. He's like they said about in the single wing, you play a smart guard playing blocking back.
Right.
He's just smart guard back there.
Well, that's all he is. They're doing a fine job of moving the football. And they're chewing up a lot of clock.
Yeah, 1:45 left, third quarter, sitting on a 13-0 lead. Going into the win, it doesn't matter when you're driving like this, when you're driving the ball low. Here we go, on the ground. Power, caught from behind, down to about the 1.
Down to the 1. It's 3rd and goal from the 1.
Got a Monrovia player down, number 21. That's Christian Campbell, a co-captain.
Right now, this is about conditioning and attrition, because that's really all that's going on right now.
Yeah, and this is something.
Can you hang on? Can you survive? Can you dig deep? Can you grab grass?
And they haven't even reached the 4th quarter yet.
And even still, even if you can do all those things, you're giving away 60 pounds per man.
Not quite 60, but it seems like it.
Sure does seem like it.
20, 30 anyway. But I think Chaffey found out what they can do and what their competitive edge is in this game. I'm a business school professor in college. We talk competitive edges all the time. If I ever need an example, I'll think of this. They're just find out what they do best and just doing it very well.
Right. Right. Well, I think Monrovia right now is wishing they'd go back to that spread offense.
Yeah. Give me the spread.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, give me something our speed can handle. Because it takes away a lot of the speed of Monrovia. There he is, Jones off the right side. That makes the score 20. 20? 19.
19. I think they jumped the gun a bit.
They're getting. I respect Alvarado, but I think they've given it to him already.
Yeah. Well, he missed the last one.
Yeah, he did miss the last one. It could be 20 in a moment. Nice power blast off the right side. 1-yard run.
Just running the slam. Just run that slam.
And nice job by the sophomore quarterback handing off. I'm kidding. Hey, but that's what to do. If you can be a quarterback and hand off all day and get success like that, that's what you want to do. Give the kid a chance to grow into this thing and let the rest of the team carry it. It's good for everybody. They're going for 2 now.
Yeah.
So it's either be 19 or 21.
There's the motion. Look for the quick pass to number 3.
Trips left. They were trying to go trips left into the short side. They didn't line up in the center. They lined up left, ran trips left, tried to throw a quick pass out there, and it got all fouled up with them.
Yeah.
All confused.
Well, they've shown that exact play a few times, so.
Timeout was called before the play.
Oh. Timeout.
Okay. Well, 2 touchdowns by Jones, 1 by Richard Nyetta. The running backs, the very fine running backs for the Chaffey Tigers.
I'm sure Coach Garrison is looking for his defense to taste a little success against this style of offense. I know he's going to see this offense again this season. He's going to see it a couple of times. Exactly.
La Cañada will roll it out at him, let me tell you.
And it's important for the defense, if not tonight, to soon find success defending this offense, because they're definitely going to see it. And La Cañada is going to look at this tape.
Oh, and Rich Wheeler over there is a fine, wonderful program, especially last couple of years. Last year they were a very fine team.
Well, they had a breakout season last year.
Very big breakout, and they're big and strong, and they like to roll up, and they'll do that same cut. Offense. Temple City, they got a great passer. They won't do the same thing. They can run, but it won't be the same thing. But La Cañada's going to be all over them. They better get used to this. A lot of work for an extra point here.
Looks like Coach Garrison's just getting a little clarification from the call.
Yep.
I think he's questioning the timing of that timeout.
Yeah, it was. I think he said it was a bit late. Hey,
Well, it was well defended, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We were all over that play.
Yep.
And I
okay,
agree
they've
with
got
Coach
doubles
Garrison.
both ways, 2 receivers both sides, 1 blocking back. Nayet, I believe. This is for an extra point. Now they've got 3 to the right side.
And there's that quick pass. No.
Did not make it.
He didn't get it.
A fine job by a couple
Well
people.
defended.
22.
Well defended by Matt Binford.
Matt Binford, yeah. Nice job by Binford.
You know, and Matt's done a nice job playing wide receiver, and right there he showed an excellent job defending as a defensive back.
We recap the scoring tonight. All, of course, for Chaffey, now leading 19-0. With 5:48 left in the second quarter, Richard Nayeta had a 1/2-yard run after that big turnover on the kick. The punt took the bad bounce, hit the gentleman's hand, and rolled back, and they took him 4 yards to go in there. Alvarado made the kick. 7:15, that was halftime. Then third quarter, they've scored twice. We have 1:07 left in the third quarter, 7:15 left. Jones ran 20 yards, blasted off the right side, kick failed, and then with 1:07 in the third quarter, Jones again, very short run, pass failed.
Let's see if we can get a big play here.
Good kick, taking about the 10, 11, 12-yard line. Coming left.
Middle return.
Middle. He's got room. He's got room. He's got only Alvarado.
Make him miss.
Oh!
That's
Alvarado,
okay. Excellent job.
Alvarado spooked him.
Brings it out past midfield.
And I don't know. I think he tried to get too tricky.
Yep.
And I saw Chick Hearn today at the Castina Quarterback Club, and he was good. And I think he'd say about the mustard and the hot dog right there.
Yeah, well, you know, that was a 45-yard return, so we'll take it.
And I thought he was going to break it all the way. I thought he was going to break it all the way.
And there was blocking all over the place. Well done.
Very well done. Alvarado was trying to slow it up, and he made him turn, and that's what did it. Must be the long grass.
Nice stop routes. Nice ball, right on the money.
That's the way Monrovia needs to do it.
That's an excellent job. That's a nice little stop route by Xavier Lee.
Second down and 2 at the 37.
Well, I'm impressed with Kenny Perry so far. He's done a fine job playing quarterback.
Yes, he has.
In relief of Devon.
In relief of Devon, he stepped in. He's done a nice job.
Kenny
I agree
Perry,
completely.
quarterback for Monrovia.
Down the middle, hard down the middle, good pass.
Yes.
Another good stop.
Spica.
To number 40,
Spica.
Sabika's done a nice job. Rolled it in the middle, hooked about 12 yards deep.
Well done.
first down Wildcats.
Move the chains, Wildcats. They're only going to have the win for another 16 seconds. In the fourth quarter, they're going to be fighting, among other things, a 19-point deficit and what's left of the win. It isn't bad now, not as bad as it was at the beginning of the game.
There's been excellent protection for Perry the last two plays.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
Yes, there has. They're quick developing passes, but good
Well,
protection.
the last one wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
The last one wasn't.
Yeah.
That's a 12-yard button hook, and that takes a little time. That's a 5-step drop, and you're going to have good protection there.
I agree completely.
And he was untouched, unhurried, untouched.
That is into the third quarter here at Bill Graber Field. Let me tell you a little bit about Bill Graber. He was an Olympian for 1932, 1936. I had lunch today with the man over at the Pasadena Quarterback Club, Pete Clintos, who some of you may know. He's at Franklin High School for many years. He was a pole vaulter for Greece. He knew Bill personally. They were friends for a long time. I guess Bill just died recently. The field was named for him 25, 30 years ago. Two-time Olympian, in 32, 36, finished 5th in both times. But that's who the field's named for. Nice little field they have here at Chaffey.
Okay, let's see if we can continue this drive.
It's there.
Oh. 81 got a little bump on him out there.
81 got a bump, and 21 had him. Ball wasn't up in the air quite high enough. Pretty good pass.
Well, look, see, Christian gets a little separation right there. That's a nice job. But he got nudged just a little bit by the corner, Ronald Peters.
Yeah, Ronald Peters out there.
Senior. Pro I. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Good coverage by number 1.
He looked like he got there a little early.
It was close. I agree.
He definitely came over his back. Let's look at the replay here. That's awful tight. That's very tight coverage.
It was tight. The ball was low.
And our friend Sabika was open as well.
3rd down and 10 yards to go for the Wildcats.
3rd and 10.
Big play for Monrovia if they want to get back in this thing. 4th quarter, 11:49 left. Screen. Another good-looking screen. 2 blocks cut inside. 1st down. Caught from behind down to the 5-yard line.
Very, very, very well done. Excellent play calling.
They run 2 screens, and both have been wide open. One to the left, one to the right. And both have had 3 blockers in front of the ball carrier. They've been beautifully set up.
The linemen are doing a nice job of showing. You want to show pass, and you want to show that pass protection. See this? And then you slip them, let them go, and get on out to the perimeter. And then pick people up. That's a great job. It's tough when you're big and you're out there trying to block those little quick guys. So if you can just get your hands on them, just touch them. That's good enough. It's good enough. Movement a little early.
Good coverage by Chaffey, though. I think they were going to blow that up pretty good. Good inside-out leverage play on the runner.
As we figure out that play, we'd like to make sure you're aware that if you go to the Sankar and sign up for the Lockwood turnaround trip, the proceeds will benefit the band boosters. They're leaving on September the 22nd.
Well, that hurt. It's still 1st and goal, but now it's on the 11.
September 22nd, sign up at the Sankar.
That's Monrovia's 2nd timeout.
Good job by the Monrovia Pep Band that's over here doing the Monrovia Band. Good job at halftime by the Marching Tiger Pride of Chaffey High School. Good band. They've won some awards recently. Mr. Michael Bachman in charge of that. Always impressed to see good bands wherever we go. I saw enough games a few years ago. I was scouting quite a bit in a lot of high school. I really appreciated good bands because there's some really bad ones out there.
Oh, absolutely. And
I love the good ones.
And I know some football coaches get frustrated with the band, but to be honest with you, the pep squad, the mascots that are on the camera right now, and the band, that's all a part of high school football. And if you take any of it away, it's not the same. It's just not the same.
And as a coach, you can get narrow lose your vision of it.
Sure.
Lose the vision and just be so focused on what you're doing. You don't realize that's part of the experience, and it makes the whole thing better. No question about it.
Well, football coaches are football teachers, and their focus is football. And but they also have to understand that, and thank goodness Coach Garrison does that. The band and the pep squad and the crowd noise and all of that's part of high school football.
And the history is
Absolutely,
all part of it too.
absolutely.
Gary.
Oh,
pitch.
nice fake.
Good
He's going to
block
keep
by
it
50.
himself.
He's out of bounds.
That's a nice play.
He stepped out of bounds.
That's a nice play.
Shy of the
Well done.
touchdown.
Fake the pitch,
Ball
sort of a
spotted
bootleg.
about the
Good block by number 50.
Yeah, he had some blocker. He had a
Center
blocker
John
out
Henley.
there.
He had two blockers in front of him.
Well done. Very well done.
second down from there.
Well, they got 5 of it back, so they got their penalty back, but they've lost it down. It's second down on the 6th. Goal to go.
Now see if they go back to the passing, which got him here.
Oh.
Penalty flag.
They think they got Chaffey to jump that time. We'll see.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
There's a lot of movement out there.
Yeah, you
and
never know until they
It can
start
be
walking.
anything. It can be anything.
Offside on the defense.
That helps out a lot.
Tigers off.
I'm
That'll
missing the
take us
white
to the
hat.
one.
Maybe it's a new rule, or maybe just didn't have it. Tracy
Yeah.
McFate. I keep looking for the white hat.
Yeah, I saw
And all the referees have, all the officials have black hats. The referees has the white ones. He can find them.
right. Well, he's incognito.
He's incognito today. Okay. Where we end up? Second and 3.
Right.
Hey,
We got
3-yard
half
gain.
the distance. Half the distance
Like
to
first
the
down
goal.
play for 3 yards, and we'll forget the middle plays. Inside
There he has
trap,
the ball off
well
inside
read.
to Gabriel, number
22
4.
and others. If I can get a number on that, gentleman.
The
Yeah.
Tigers are all there.
Number
69. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. 21.
Yeah.
They converge
69.
on him.
They put a lot of people in the middle there. And, yeah, and we had a pulling guard, number 66, and the defensive lineman just got underneath him.
Ricky
Third down
Miramontes.
Yeah,
Ball
5'9",
at
250.
yeah. Yeah,
Nice job.
Stephen Bernard's done a fine job of blocking tonight, but he misses assignment there.
Sepeti Pillai, Joe Modoliki, Jason Gutierrez on the defensive line.
Ball pitch
On the
to
weak side.
Grable, number
Not a lot of
70.
room over there. Not a lot of room over there.
Not in, but he's very close.
Very
He's
close.
couple of
Knocked
inches
out of
away.
bounds.
Very
In the
close.
air,
He tried to go
shy of the
airborne.
goal line.
I think it was a good placement, though.
I think that's a very kind spot.
Josh
Here we go.
Jones, number
Yeah,
3,
wait.
the tackler for Chaffey.
See, there it is. He goes up there.
Oh, right there.
Okay, 4th down. Big play for Monrovia.
4th down. This is it.
Quarterback sneak.
And he got it. Oh, yes.
Touchdown.
He went underneath. He went underneath. Very smart.
He basically took a knee.
There's no reason to take the quarterback sneak up and over the top. You know the linebackers are going to be flying over the top.
And after
So,
Sam Cunningham made that famous, everybody thinks they have.
exactly. So all you need to do is take a step back, find your lineman that you trust the most, and get it right underneath his feet. That's a perfect job right there. As you see, he took the snap and dove at the feet of his right guard. Excellent, excellent job.
And he went for the line. He just got the ball over the line.
Yep.
Timeout called by the Tigers.
He went right behind Albert Cruz, and Albert's been going both ways tonight. So, you know, hats off to him. Excellent, excellent job. Way to get some knockoff, change the line of scrimmage, and allow your quarterback to get the glory. Good job, Albert.
Makes the score 19-6, 9:50 left in the ball game. Peterbilt Graber Field, Chaffey High School, Ontario, California. Got a Mount Baldy League team and a Rio Hondo League team. Division 2 versus Division 10. Division 2 teams out in front. Division 10 team just got a touchdown. Looking for an extra point. 19-6. Would you go for 2?
Well, you
what's
could.
The book say? What's the book say?
You could go for 2, but the book says go for 1.
2 touchdowns and a field goal.
To tie.
Do it. To tie it.
To tie.
But that's 2 2-pointers.
That's
okay.
right.
Monrovia lining up and Whitty's box stop play. Got everybody left. Kicker here. Now they're moving in.
They shift.
Okay, now a normal formation.
Kicking formation.
Perry holding.
And Martinez.
Good step, good up.
Gets it off.
Good.
It's good.
Excellent job. That formation that they shifted out of is called the swing and gate.
Yes.
The swing and gate.
So, with
And I know Diamond Bar last year did that as a regular play after the year before that incredible game against Upland, the 5th down play.
Right.
Diamond Bar, I think last year's game against Upland did a lot of their offense out of that.
Many college teams use the swing and gate as well.
If nothing else, it eats up a lot of the other teams' practice time.
Right.
Because they got to spend so much time getting ready for it.
Absolutely,
to
absolutely.
get them out of what they should be doing.
Yeah, our pep squad's numbers are awful large this year. We've got a lot of cheerleaders. Cheerleaders, yell leaders, mascots, song leaders. We got it all.
Hardly room for student body.
Yeah, exactly.
Give everybody a job.
Like we only have 1,600, right?
It's like in Revolutionary Armies. There's nobody below colonel. 9:50 left of the game. Monrovia may make a slight comeback. We'll see what they can do here.
Well, it's a little early for onside,
but Chaffey's certainly ready for it.
They sure are, aren't they?
They're well prepared.
Lewis Martinez.
They've got 9 people up there. They're not even going to spread out, I don't think. They're going to sit there and wait. Now, if you're going to onside kick, you bet it should do it to a side, because in the middle there's nothing but Chaffey.
Well, kick away, son. Kick away.
Kick. Okay, either kick to the sides or kick it deep. It's deep. They let it bounce.
Ball picked up by Jones.
Now he's out of bounds.
And he's out of bounds.
North sideline.
That's about a 3-yard return.
Yeah, that wasn't
And
impressive.
the coverage team did a nice job.
Yes, they did.
They have to start at the 16.
First and 10, Chaffey, 16, 9:47 left in the game. Chaffey leading 19-7. This is Knox Wasley along with Phil Luhan. Very happy you're with us. Tom Reale in the gang. The high school kids doing all the technical work, all the replays, all the work. Great to be with them again. They do a fine job. It's always a pleasure. Here comes Chaffey.
And there's the stack guy with the sniffer fullback.
Ball handed off to Josh Jones.
By the way, that sniffer fullback wears number
Jones
54.
tackle,
That gives you an idea. He's probably not going to run the ball tonight.
I doubt it. Well, they got it tied in the middle.
Yeah,
It's the middle of that.
exactly.
Gain of maybe 3.
They call that fullback that's right behind the quarterback the sniffer fullback for obvious reasons.
Yeah, think about it a bit. It'll work. Bloomington set national scoring records with this offense. Only not the eye. They ran a double wing and ran all kinds of cross-action reverses and fakes and fakes and fakes. But those linemen were toe-to-toe, and they would average 75 points a game.
I had to cross the 20 to about the 22. Brought down by number 21, Campbell.
Boy, Nayeta's the real deal. He can bring the hammer.
He's doing a nice job.
He runs very low and he runs very hard.
And heavy.
Yeah,
hard, heavy and low.
Third down and 5
Powerful runner.
Good man to have for ball possession like this.
Well, he just walked out of the game, so that's a good thing.
For Monrovia, perhaps.
For Monrovia. Of course, they sent in Josh Jones.
And Jones, yeah, is certainly is good.
So watch for the pitch.
Different formation this time.
Ball handed off again to...
Well, he took it outside, and looks like Monrovia was ready for that. That's a tackle for loss. Excellent job. Well
The
defended.
old rule on Monrovia was you'll never get outside of them. You'll never try to outrun them to the outside. The best way to take away their speed, of anybody's speed, is run right at them.
Right.
And that negates the speed and just makes them play power. And they've been very successful tonight running right at them.
Yep.
But when they try to go wide, they're not as successful. That one certainly goes.
Well, and that was Lionel Lopez coming through the line, fighting off a blocker.
He's
having a great night.
He's having a great game.
He's having a great game.
The single safety is number 10, Bird.
Alvarado punting. Fair catch is called. Let it go.
He doesn't want to touch it this time.
That's all right. That's all right.
Bird gets Alvarado gets a nice
Should try to catch
bounce
that,
out of it.
but it's okay. At least.
Well, you don't want to let the ball hit the ground. You know, I mean, it's
On a kickoff or
it's
punt.
a cardinal rule on a
Exactly.
punt. You don't want to let the ball hit the ground, but you know, it's quite possible that Devon Bird has a little cold feet. You know, and he didn't do well the last time he fielded the ball, and
Although
so
that one wasn't bouncing.
right, it wasn't.
And with your hand up in the air, you have to realize that really does stop people. Okay, Monrovia's got the ball.
On their 30.
Trailing by 12 points. See what they can
55-yard
do.
punt for Alvarado.
Kenny Perry in there,
Puts Monrovia back
along with Adam Gabriel and A.C. Grable, it looks like.
70 yards away from the goal line. Perry throws outside.
Oh,
Incomplete.
just
open, too.
he was open.
Head doubles that side, ran one, the inside man in the corner, the outside man in a quick out. Short man was wide open, a lot of room in there, missed him.
Perry throws
Screen.
a quick screen to number 4, Gabriel. Gabriel gets
Way to go, Adam. Great running.
ball across midfield.
Great
to
run by an ex-linebacker
defenders.
who liked being in
First
the open.
and 10.
Actually, a current linebacker. He started last year as a sophomore as middle linebacker. Fine kid, very good athlete, loves to play, like good kid to be around.
Excellent run.
He had fun on that one.
Well done.
Those screen passes, they've had 3 of them. They've all been beauties.
And they've all been important.
All set up very well. And all of you had this feeling could have gone longer. That one was the longest gain of the 3.
Well, he broke a lot of tackles,
Yep.
and there was, just like the other two, there's been great blocking on the screens.
Grable.
Good strong run by Grable.
Well done.
Couple of good hits.
6-yard gain.
Could have knocked the ball away. Good job holding on to the football. Because they were searching that time. They were hunting.
Key on the play of 6, second 4.
Tom Marr at Pasadena City College had old and new helmet examples today. Those new helmets are interesting.
Are they? I haven't seen
They're
them.
longer, and you can fold them. You can practically fold them, but they're more durable.
Interesting.
But they're interesting, a different shape.
Perry
He's going downfield.
throws deep.
He's got it. Wonderful catch by 21.
Well done.
Touchdown.
Well done.
Number 21.
There's a penalty back here. They're going to call it back. They're going to call
Oh
that
no.
back.
Oh no.
There's a penalty. They're going to call that back.
That's a chop block.
That was a 45-yard pass completion, an outstanding pass, and an incredible reception.
It's being brought back due to the penalty.
You
There's
know,
a penalty
by the
on the. You
Monrovia
saw it?
Wildcats.
Yeah, what happened was they brought in a new fullback because
Adam
Gabriel came out
After that
and
long run to the
they
screen.
brought in a new fullback, and the fullback came across, and instead of staying high on his pass protection,
He went down.
cut block, and you just can't do that in high school.
Blocking below the waist. That's what he
too
calls
bad.
chop block.
Oh, that's too bad.
No, I don't think he said offside.
No, it's not offside.
No, it's not offside.
It's
no.
a chop block, and that's too bad. That's too bad because
Yeah, that was a great pass,
Well,
a tremendous reception.
Christian Campbell jumped up, caught the ball at its highest point
Over the man.
over the defender.
Over the man without
Well,
touching him.
yeah, well done.
And he didn't interfere with it.
Well done.
Because you can get offensive interference there, too. That's a, Steve's getting an explanation of it. But it was just a chop block.
Yeah,
Broncos
Yeah.
are famous for that. San Francisco 49ers used to be.
sure.
It happens. And
Sure, and in the college and in the pros, it's legal. But in high
although they're
school,
really
you
trying
can't.
to get down on it.
Well,
because it can be very dangerous.
Well, it is very dangerous. There's
Shot
no
blocks are
question about
dangerous,
it.
no question. What it is you just dive for the feet. You're up, you dive low, and you get the man by the knees.
Screen.
Incomplete. Great pressure that time by 31, and
a lot of pressure there.
maybe something for
A lot of pressure.
number 31, David Tall, sophomore. Great pressure in there, if that was who it is, or 33 perhaps.
Third down now at 24.
We got 21, Mario Cortez. Number 9, Joe Modoliki. Number 3, Josh Jones in there. Number 54, Tony Cittadini, also a sophomore.
Well, it's third and forever. Oh, and the tight end jumped, it looked like. It'll be third and a little more.
Okay.
Yep, third and a little more. Third and 25. Well, don't be surprised if you see a screen here, but I'm sure Chaffey won't be surprised either.
The least surprised team will be Chaffey on the screen. They almost got that last one. They broke it up. Roll out. They're calling that a pass. They're saying incomplete pass.
Forward motion.
21 of the Tigers, Mario Cortez.
That's fourth down.
Mario Cortez, great rush on defense.
Stephen Bernard made the fumble recovery for the Monrovia Wildcats.
Mario Cortez, although they have him listed as linebacker, has been playing in a down stance and has been actually lining up over the center as a nose guard, and that's an awful quick nose guard. It makes it really tough for the center to get his hands on him, and he's been able to float around a little bit.
I have a good friend, Bob Stevenson in Claremont, who played starter for 3 years for Oklahoma in the mid-'60s. He talks about a guy named Granville Liggins. One of the quickest guys you've ever seen at middle linebacker.
Well, they had...
middle guard. Just fly by him. Just fly.
If you remember back to the late 80s at UCLA, they had an undersized nose guard named Terry Toomey.
Yep.
And Terry Toomey was about 220 pounds, and he was playing nose guard at a Division 1A school. It makes it very difficult for an offensive lineman to get his hands on somebody that fast.
Yeah. Good defensive plan and offensive plan. I've been very impressed with the adjustments made by Chaffey. That's Chris Brown, the co-head coach is in charge of the defense. Is very gracious to me this week in preparation for the game. Thanks to him for that as well.
Well, Coach Garrison's looking now for a little resilience. It's very difficult to get a touchdown called back, and that can deflate your sails.
Yeah.
But he's looking for his defense to step up now. Play with some aggression, play with some passion.
Josh Jones to the outside with some running room.
They may not catch him. They will.
Jones.
Yes, he does.
Wow.
That ball went.
Wow.
Tripped up by number 2.
To the 4.
Ivan Hall.
16 to the 4.
I'll tell you, I'm impressed with Ivan Hall's speed. He walked him down.
Yeah. And Jones was not slow.
No.
That is not a slow running back.
Look at that. Well done. Just barely got his hand on him, but it was enough to knock him off balance and prevent the touchdown. That's great hustle. That's a hustle play.
62-yard run.
I'm sure Coach Garrison's going to like that in film session.
Well,
That was not the resilience that Monrovia was looking for.
66-yard run by Josh Jones. Tigers first and 10.
I think the Bombali League's going to be seeing a lot of this offense.
Ball headed up to Nayeta.
He'll just keep
a lot of bodies in there.
Nayeta bulls his way ahead.
Nayeta keeps pulling ahead, keeps pushing the pile, keeps the legs going.
21 on defense, Christian Campbell.
Well,
we have 5:06 left in the ball game.
back
JP
in
up
comes
19-7.
Josh Jones. as you can see, they're just putting as many bodies in there as possible. And 72 is just a horse. 78 must be his little brother. He's not that little. Just amazing kids.
That'd be Joe Mesa and Vince Jimenez.
Yeah, they're not small. We don't have numbers on them, but boy, they're big kids.
Touchdown, Jones.
Touchdown by Jones, his third touchdown of the night.
And there they go. It's a lot of meat in there.
Tigers take the lead 25-7 with 4:39 remaining.
Chaffey was 2-3 in league last year. They upset Etowanda in a big game. Had a chance to get to the playoffs, but then got beat by arch rival and team they should have beat, Ontario, last year. The last game of last year got knocked out of the playoffs.
By Josh Jones.
And it's blocked.
The point attempt is blocked.
Boy, we've been talking about Lionel Lopez all night, and he did another nice job there blocking the kick.
The block. Tigers up 25-7 with 4:39 remaining. 4:30, yeah.
Chaffey's looking in real good shape. Let me get a couple more things here. Let me pay particular thanks, excuse me.
You know, it's very hard on a defense to stay out there that long and to take the kind of pounding from those big guys that Monrovia's had to take tonight.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy getting back to their league.
Especially when you're talking about kids on the line that are going both ways, that aren't coming off the football field.
And next week they're at West Covina. West Covina is supposed to be at Monrovia. I think they're going to be at West Covina.
I think so.
Because they can't play at Monrovia. I don't think that's going to be a small team, though.
No.
That's going to be a good team.
Yeah, not only are they not going to be small, but Mike Majori's going to have his boys ready to go.
That's a good call. Then they get Burbank, they get L.A. Marshall in there. Is Duarte in here? I think Duarte's in there. Yeah, I think that's the preseason.
Nice kick down to the 7-yard line. Grab there. Whoa.
Great run.
Tripped up by
Our returns have been wonderful tonight. We've had a nice job the last two returns.
Yeah.
Number 21 carrying the ball, Campbell.
Let me point out and pay particular thanks to Tom Reale's crew on the TV here for KGM. Again, thanks to Adelphia Cable. Lisa Marley is directing tonight. Assistant director, if I can read my writing, Mike Hillman. Replace Elizabeth Ryder. Lead camera David Rathall again for me. Thank you for second or third year. Technical directors Jason Lewis and Dehan Lee. Thank you to all of you. It's been a pleasure working with you again.
This crew does a great job, no question about it.
And all high school. Tom's a teacher there.
All high school
all
kids.
High school
just
kids.
A great job.
It's just great. Great experience for them, and they work like crazy and have a great time doing it and put out some real nice products.
Throws.
Confusion on the route between the quarterback and receiver. He was throwing about a 12-yard out, and the other guy was running a slow streak.
Yeah, and coach looks like he's helping out the receiver, so maybe the quarterback was on the right page and the receiver was on the wrong one.
You know, a lot of pages here.
A lot of pages. That's that pro I, tight end right, here on the near side.
Perry once again back to pass.
That's the same route.
Throws. Good defense by
again, tight defense.
Yep, he was right there.
They ran the exact same route.
Yeah,
so.
they ran through it, and he was sitting on that.
Yes,
and the ball wasn't there a lot of time. He could time that just right because the ball was there. And he had complete control of it defensively.
See it right there.
Good
Decent
pass.
coverage.
Good pass.
Just tight coverage.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh, yeah.
Decent pass protection, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that was all right. Ball was in the air for a long time.
Yeah, that out's a long throw. No question about it. Split backs. We haven't seen split backs tonight.
Not much. Oh, the back moved. Monrovia's got to work hard on keeping the discipline in the sense of not penalties.
Yeah.
I mean not the penalties they were famous for a while, the unsportsmanlike conduct, something like that. They're past that. They're better than that. They've gotten rid of that. But now they're making the itty-bitty ones that drive you crazy.
You know, backs, all backs in football, offensive backs, can motion. They can go in motion.
Yeah. If he'd have
but
kept going,
that was
been
a
all right.
simulated start. That's
Yeah.
the reason why
Yeah.
it was called.
Yeah.
If he would have kept going, moved and stopped his forward motion and gone into a lateral motion, they would have let it slide.
That takes
but
some
because,
training and some real experience.
Absolutely.
Carry back. Throws over the middle.
Interception.
Oh,
19's got it. Good block behind the play. Good job knocking him out of bounds by 52.
Livermore makes
52.
the interception.
Livermore does that.
Yeah,
52,
that's
Albert Cruz makes a good tackle.
Albert
Thrown
Cruz
out of bounds
has been
by
doing it
Albert
all
Cruz,
tonight.
Number 52.
Playing on the defensive line, playing on the offensive line, getting out on screens, rushing the quarterback, making tackles for losses, and right there makes the tackle out of bounds. Good job by a lineman.
Well,
Very well
as
done.
the gentleman I saw give us talk at lunch today, Chick Hearn would say, I won't get into the whole series, you know what it is, but I think it's time for the refrigerator series, folks.
Butter's getting hard and the eggs are chilling, I believe.
And the jello's jiggling.
And Jello's jiggling, yeah.
Heard that one there for the first time.
Yeah, I think I've heard that a couple times before. Well, Chaffey now is they should go into their 4-minute drill.
Yeah.
And that's for the team that's got the lead, and really it's very simple. You don't want penalties. That stops the clock.
And the nice thing is it's the same offense they've been running for the last two quarters.
Exactly. You want to make sure that you don't take the ball out of bounds because that stops the clock.
Yep.
And you want to keep both hands on the football at all times.
And nice slow developing plays.
And slow developing plays. Don't try and fight for extra yards. All the basic things to make sure that you retain possession of the football.
What some teams like to do is run wide because it takes more time. This team doesn't run wide that well.
Oh.
They'll run a third man on the eye.
Right.
Same difference. Keep the clock moving.
That's it. Take your time. You got 25 seconds.
Good job by the freshman quarterback. He's handed off well, and I mean that sincerely. He did what he needed to do. The team did what they needed to do. The line did a fine job for Chaffey. The backs did a good job. Monrovia's played hard, played well. Got the bad break early, and they had two bad breaks. One on the punt and one on the pass. Touchdown pass.
Livermore is the quarterback for the Tigers, by the way.
Chaffey took their time, played within themselves, didn't try to get too fancy too early, do anything they couldn't do. Finally figured out what worked and just run it right at him, and did it well. One other person I want to mention in Chaffey, Ernie Payne. I understand he was a 20-year principal here, recently died. Among other things, he held the world record in the 220 low hurdles years ago. So I want to recognize Ernie Payne. Thanks to everybody at Chaffey and Monrovia who's helped in preparation for this. We thank you very much.
Back for the Tigers. Takes the ball.
Well, and Chaffey's got their backup backs in now.
Up to about the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That was Christian Quiros. Christian Quiros, he's a senior, number 28. And out he goes.
Hey, get a stat. First play, that was the quarterback. The first play of the senior year, he had a halfback pass. They threw it to me for no gain. The whole year,
Alvarado into
completion for no gain. The entire year, I got a kick out.
Yeah, you need a holder. I think they just found the pad.
timeout called by the Tigers.
Yeah, you got to have the kicking block, and the holder was out there looking for the kicking block. Yeah. And they had to burn a timeout. That's not really going to hurt them in the long run, but.
And this isn't bad football. They need to practice field goals. And it's 25-7, 2 minutes left.
Right. You have to practice what you got.
Yeah, you got to practice it.
Right. They're not airing it out. They're not trying to rub Monrovia's face in it.
If they run a triple reverse and throw it for a touchdown here,
if this is a fake field goal, then
we might have something to say.
We might have something to say, exactly.
Not until then.
Have a timeout.
And if it's a good play, we might recognize that too.
23 carries for 190 yards this evening. Livermore back in
It's
the
4th and
quarterback.
9. They're not going to kick. They're going to line up with the full eye. Just run the ball. If they get 9 yards first down, otherwise they give it to Monrovia. There it is.
Ball off to Takeda.
Ken
They
Takeda,
didn't get it.
junior,
They didn't get it, and they turned the ball over on down.
which is fine.
That is fine. Well, And now it's our turn. It's Chaffey's turn to run their 4-minute offense. It's now our turn to run our 2-minute offense.
Yeah, you got 1:55. It's like it's a New York 2 minutes.
Now the rules are just the opposite. You want to stop the clock. You want to make sure that you get out of bounds. You want to make sure that
everything quick, nothing slow.
Everything's fast.
Very few sweeps. Very few sweeps.
Yep.
Because those take time. Nothing developed slowly.
And look for Monrovia to call 2 plays in the huddle at a time.
That'd be good
that's
too.
Common as well, although they do have a sophomore quarterback, so that may be a little difficult.
And it's their second sophomore quarterback.
Absolutely. Nice block.
Good tackle. Good stand-up tackle by number 3. Josh Jones.
And the clock still runs.
Minute 42 and the clock's running. One thing I've been impressed with about Chaffey, they're breaking down very well on their tackles. They're setting up, breaking down.
Right. And as you see the quarterback set up here, he's got to throw the ball away.
Yeah.
Throw the ball away and
leverage.
save the clock. Yeah. It's okay to lose the down. You're not going to break a touchdown run. So go ahead and throw the ball away. Don't let the clock run. And right now the clock is continuing to run. He took the first snap at 1:44. It's now 1:10 and counting.
Yeah, you can't take 25 seconds for a 1-yard gain.
Right.
And now he's changing the play at the line.
Throw the football. That's okay.
He had the right idea. He missed the man, but
he had some pressure in his feet.
He had some pressure.
And it's very difficult to throw the football when you got someone at your feet.
And everybody's sitting on that out pattern.
Right. Everyone's sitting on the out.
They're just waiting for you.
Here's
to
the ball.
Because
there's somebody right there.
If you're a quarterback, you got to fight the battle of, do I stay back, let him catch and tackle him so coach doesn't get mad, or do I step in front for fame and glory?
Right.
Take that thing off.
Right.
1 minute left. 25-7 Chaffey.
270.
It's 3rd and 9, and this is a must conversion. And he gives him the ball on the handoff. Nice call. Does he get out of bounds?
He did not get out of bounds. He did not get out of bounds.
No, he did not get out of bounds.
I don't mind the run, but you got to get out of bounds.
You got to get out of bounds.
Because he was there to get out of bounds.
Yeah. And it's 4th down, and the clock's still running. 41 seconds and counting. Nice job of play call here. Really like the play call. Good blocking. They're ready for the pass. Now get out of bounds. Yeah. Actually, really well tackled by Josh Jones.
Josh Jones made a nice tackle.
He's done it all.
And he kept him in bounds. He scored 3 touchdowns today. He kept him in bounds. That was smart.
Yeah.
That was a good tackle and strength, too.
4th and inches, and it's 18 seconds and counting.
Ball handed off to
ball game.
Are we calling a timeout? It doesn't look like it. They're going to stop the clock to move the chains with 9 seconds to go, but as soon as they set the chains, they're going to wind the clock. And Monrovia's going to have to get out of the huddle quick. And there's the start. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. They're not going to get the play off.
And that will do it.
And that's the end of the ball game, folks.
Here at Grable Field, here at Chaffey High School. Been an interesting game. Good first game of the year. Glad to be black playing football. Chaffey is a better team tonight.
Chaffey's a bigger team. Chaffey's a bigger team. They got more bodies. And you can see it tonight. We had guys going both ways. They got tired. There's a whole lot of meat running through those holes. And we lost the war of attrition tonight, but we'll live to fight again.
Yeah, certainly will. Chaffey found out what they had to do, what their edge was, what they could do well, protect the sophomore quarterback, and run that full I formation. They were ready for it. They didn't start out in that offense. They started out passing, just, I think, to see what Monrovia could do and also see if they could put up a score real quick. But once they went to that full I formation, and that was the ball game. Once they got rolling, that just lasted the whole thing. They did a very nice job. And they did a nice job on defense. They broke down well on tackles. They didn't miss too many. Monrovia had some good plays. The screens were good. Couldn't get that extra step.
Right. Well, we found a few weapons tonight. Spica is an excellent tight end. He's going to be a value to this offense. There's no question about that. Our backfield is great. Our fullback can block, and he can get and catch balls in the flat and run down the football field. Number 21, Christian, I can't remember your last name, Christian, but Campbell got up, caught a football up at its highest point, had a touchdown called back. So we definitely saw some fireworks tonight. There's no question that we've got talent and we've got some weapons.
Good. I'm Knox Wasley. Phil Luhan, thank you very much. It's been a great pleasure working with you. Had a good time doing it. Thanks to David Rathhall, Tom Reale, and all the group of the Monrovia High School film group. I don't know what you call it, high school TV group. Thanks to everybody. Thank you, and good night.
Good night.